Hey guys, Cichlid Mania here. Shooting another upload on YouTube for you guys. As you guys can notice, some of my fish are gone. I don't know if you guys can notice that or not, but sold a little over 45 fish this week. Excuse me, actually in the last 2 days. So we're running a little bit low on fish right now. I'm probably going to go ahead and pull my ad off of Craigslist and not sell anymore for a while. But I figured I was try to get rid of some of the blue zebras that I have. I got quite a bit of those, and I just want to make room for the new batch of fish that are coming through. So still a lot of fish in here, but all in all, I got a lot more room now. So plants are doing really good. Red peppers doing really good, nice and strong. There's the other one. Basil is doing really good. Jalapeno hasn't changed much, but I'm going to give that some more time. All the other fish are doing really good. Babies are starting to get pretty big. Still got a pregnant female in here, the peacock. Well, I went ahead and bought a protein skimmer for the hot tub. I don't know if you guys can see, but this thing's pretty tall. Here, I'll go ahead and move it on over here into the light. We can see it a little bit better. All in all, I'm pretty satisfied with it. It does need a little bit of work, but I got a really good deal on it. You guys saw that video, Peter's reef tanks. I just posted that. I went to his house and bought this today. He hooked me up with a pretty good price. I think I am going to do a little bit of work to it. I noticed that these fittings are threaded here into the pipe and then siliconed. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can get a bulkhead for both of these units and bulkhead those in, just clean it up a little bit better. I think it'll look a lot better. Basically, these are the inlets for the pump. I'll probably just be purchasing a big enough pump to just go through one of those chambers, and then maybe I'll just seal off one of it with a piece of acrylic heated and melted to the side, or to the right curvature of that, and plug one of the holes up. I don't know, I got to experiment with it, but it does look like that it'll definitely be big enough. I would assume that this something this big could easily skim something around 1,000 gallons. But here, let me see if I can get this cap off. But basically, the only way to take this collection tube off would be to take these wing nuts off, and I think I'll just have this drain into a 5-gallon bucket, and I'll just clean it every few months. I'll have to take those off, maybe get a gasket built for it. But I ain't sure if I'm going to put this in the sump or if I want to basically, I was thinking about maybe putting it up here, up on this. I can build some brackets for it and attach it up there. That way I can have the water pouring right in, get a little bit more flow in the tank too. Just not sure exactly what I want to do with it yet, but I am glad that I was able to find one. I do have another one, but I'm using it at that other tank that's on at the Indoor Garden Supply. I got some videos posted of that. We're basically going to really start getting going on that tank pretty soon. So I went ahead and kept that skimmer down there and my RO filter. So now all I got to do is buy an RO filter, and that way I'll have one down at the shop, and then I can have one here at this house. But the RO filter that I want to get something that's going to give me at least 100 gallons a day. And that guy Peter, he's got a friend that's selling one that does about 110 gallons a day, I guess. So we'll see if that person wants to sell theirs for a reasonable price. Under $100 would be nice for me, but we'll see. So hey, one quick thing. I want you guys to post any comments at all. I've been looking online everywhere. The brand of this is Sequest. It's called Professional Water Filtration Systems. I went to Sequest Depot, I think is what it's called online. Wasn't able to find this model or anything about it. If anybody knows a good pump that would work for this cylinder size and everything, I want a Venturi pump, which is the one that has the spool with all the needles in it. I'm looking for a really good deal on a pump, something that's going to move a lot of water and basically get this thing running efficient. I know I won't need a skimmer for the first 90 days or so, but I need to get this, basically I need to get a skimmer done with, and I need to think ahead and have all my parts basically laid out for when the time comes. But if anybody knows a way that I could plumb this into maybe the hot tub pump and adding air through the jets that are right here, I thought about, I know that this jet right here runs these two pumps right here, and this air valve runs these two jets right here. And what I was thinking is there's definitely enough power in those things to run this thing. Is I could basically open this up right here, and basically over here, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and plug this in real quick. As you can see, this is on right now, so we'll go ahead and turn air onto these guys right here. I got this on here pretty tight. Let's see if I can get this one off. I don't see any air coming out of this. Oh, there we go. So if you can see, there's quite a bit of airflow coming through that thing now. So basically, could I use this for the protein skimmer? And I would be losing some of the flow for the tank. So, I don't know, that's an idea that I was thinking about. I could save a little bit on power, but, man, that water is freezing. That's probably why it's so cold in my garage. But, I don't know, it's just an idea. It looks like there's more air coming out of that jet than the other one. But I'm going to go ahead and close that up. But I don't know, if anybody knows how the plumbing works on that, I will be adding a manifold to this right around here. I'll have to add a manifold in to run some more tanks. And I could easily run a tube basically to this. I just don't know how to get air to it successfully. Maybe somebody can post some comments or show me some videos or whatever, but that'd be awesome if you guys could do that. I could definitely use some help in that part of this. I'm not too familiar with skimmers. I know how they run and everything, but I know I can't just drop an air stone in there. But yeah, so if anybody has any things on that, that'd be awesome. snowmobile guy on YouTube. I'm going to go ahead and answer your video or that message that you sent me about filter media that I use inside my sump. Well, here's the thing. Let me shut this off real quick. Here's the thing with me. I breed fish, so that's my thing. Filtering water isn't really a big deal to me, and the reason why is because I need water capacity for the bioload that I have. If I was to basically turn these sumps into a filtering station, I would lose water. Basically, how much water I have, I would lose water, and I would replace that with filtering, which is the last thing that I'm really concerned about. I have an aquaponics set up here where I got my plants that are taking out the nitrates. I got a filter sock on here which catches my sediments. I have a little bit of plants in these that are taking care of a little bit of my nitrates. I have some plants in here that are taking care of my nitrates. And basically the workhorse of it all is my 1,600 gallon pond filter with UV sterilizer and biological filtration and mechanical filtration in there. So my sumps aren't really anything special. Basically, all my sumps is for my pump and more capacity for my fish. I work on the road a lot, so a lot of times I'm gone for 2 weeks at a time. So with that said, if I was to leave my fish here with my girlfriend, I would want to make sure that my water can last as long as possible before becoming toxic. So that's why I went with the extra 170 gallons of water with no fish in it. Now, yes, I have 3 fish in this tank and 3 fish in this tank. So they're not really using up any of my water. So basically, I just try to make sure that my bioload is taken care of. Is it possible to have really excellent biological filtration in here, and maybe that would continue to keep my water safe while I'm gone? Yeah, that's probably possible, but I find it easier for me to have 170 extra gallons of water, and basically if I was to have any issues, tell my girlfriend or my friend, whoever's watching my tanks, hey, you need to siphon out some of that water and add some new water, and then that's all you got to do, you know. So I try to make it as simple as possible. So for filter, to answer Snowmobile's question on filter media, I would say if I were you, I would build a sump, and basically I'd have an area where your water pours into a filter sock, and after that I would have it trickle on bio balls, which I don't have any on me right now, but to build a chamber that the bio balls let the water drip over it, and bio balls just have a lot of surface area for bacteria to grow on and sit there and fight all your necessities of the water that you need it to fight. So that's something I would do if you're into breeding mass quantities of fish and you want to have a lot of fish, and you want to have extra ample time for the system to run with virtually less maintenance. Then I would go with a setup like this where you're adding water to basically your setup. So instead of me having a 125 gallon and a 55 gallon and a 20 gallon, I got, I don't know, 370 gallons worth of water for, let's see, about 500 fish. So that's how I do it. I've never seen many people do it this way. It's just an easy way for me to take care of business as fast as possible, and it's easier to clean too. I mean, I clean that 1,600 gallon an hour filter right there. I clean that every 6 months, and it's not even dirty when I do clean it. It's actually got a backwash feature on there, which I don't really use because it's kind of time consuming. I would have to have an extra manifold here that would run outside. long story short, I just run it that way. Sometimes I have another one right here. I spent about $36 on these, and to tell you the truth, they were $189 at Lowe's, and they clearanced them out one season because they were getting a new brand. But here's another one. I got another one that I usually hook up right next to this one, and instead of going into the filter suck, I used to drain right into one of these two. Only problem was it would become clogged over time, and basically my tank in here would start overflowing because the siphon couldn't keep up anymore because the filtration was slowing down so fast. So I went ahead and bagged that idea for a while, but I will eventually maybe swap that all out for bio balls only, maybe get rid of the coarse media and use something like that. But yeah, that's about all I got from my sumps, and I think that was the only other question that I had to answer through a video for somebody. Most of the other questions I was able to answer through messages. Let's see, anything else? Yeah, if anybody has any ideas on lighting regimens, you know, basically my biggest thing is I want to grow off of my mother colonies, and then I want to frag off of my mother colonies, and I want to have an area where I got my frags and an area where I got my mother colonies. So my solution would be an 800 watt ballast right here. This is a pulse start ballast. I got two 400 watt bulbs that go with this. I'm gonna run 20,000 K off of this, and basically I might have to refigure my canopy that I got going on right here, but my plan is to have my frag rack right here, 20,000 K right here in the back. In my previous videos I have this 6 foot 300 watt compact fluorescent fixture right here. I have that spanning across here, and it perfectly fits from this edge all the way down to this edge. I'm going to change out those bulbs all for 10,000 K, and I'll have a specialized rack right here just for my mother colonies. I can probably fit about, looks like about 20 corals right here, just in a single strip right there. And if I need to add lights and stuff like that, I'll figure out what I need to do there. But that's what I got going on. That's my idea. I had some questions about VHO bulbs. I would definitely like to get those over the frag area. I'd like to get one here and at least one close to my mother colonies to try to give that some color. So if anybody has any ideas on that lighting, let me know, and especially with this protein skimmer on how to pump this and get as many bubbles as I can inside that cylinder, that would be awesome. I guess that concludes my video, guys. I don't have much more to talk about. I guess that's it. Yeah, so if anybody else has any questions, hit me up, and I'll answer you guys, and hopefully some of you guys have some answers for me too, because I need some help. Alright, take care, guys.